Welcome to my channel and welcome to my introduction video. I know it's crazy. You guys don't really see these very often anymore, but I thought it would be really cool to sit down and talk to you guys about who I am, what my goals for this channel are, and where I plan to be in, I don't know, 2 minutes or however long this video takes to make. So for those of you who don't really like story time videos or vlogs or whatever they're called, this probably isn't the best video for you. But if you do enjoy those videos, stick around. I have a unique story, I think, and I guess we'll start at the beginning. See, my name is Jay. You can call me Jay, you can call me Jilly, you can call me Mr. J, it doesn't really matter. You guys pick. And I was born in a dainty little town called Taos, New Mexico. And to explain how dainty this town was, I'm pretty sure the hospital that I was born in is now farmland, because I was adopted and they tried to find my birth certificate, and there was a whole process in trying to find a birth certificate for me, because I'll just say it was difficult. But I spent most of my young life in New Mexico, specifically Angel Fire. And my mom was a firefighter and a bartender and a maid and a few other things. And I spent most of my time with my mom. It was just me and my mom. And we eventually moved to Tulsa, Oklahoma. That's where she met a certain individual. And yeah, that's a different story for a different time. But we moved with that individual. We moved around a bunch, and she had my half brother and my other half brother and my other half sister. And we eventually made it all the way up to Alaska. And up here, there isn't very much to do. I mean, there is. If you're an outdoorsy person, there's a whole bunch of things to do. But for me, I'm not a very outdoorsy kind of an individual, and so I spent most of my time inside, and I spent most of my time watching YouTube. Specifically, for those of you who are unacquainted with these following legends, I watched Matt Pat, which rest in peace, Matt Pat. I'm going to miss you. He's not dead, he's just retiring. Jacksepticeye, which he better not retire, and the Vanoss crew. And their gaming videos brought me significant joy. I truly enjoyed watching those videos, and I always had an interest in making content. It was something that I truly had a pull to, but never really had the resources to make content. I didn't grow up in the wealthiest house and didn't really have access to technology, let alone internet, until I was about 12 years old. And then when I was 12, I basically spent that entire time Googling stuff, because it was the first time I had access to Google. And that is why my brain is just chock full of the most random facts. Like, just randomest fact you can think of, I probably know or have a vague impression of, just because I spent too much time on Google. We'll leave it at that. Along in my journey, I changed high schools a few times. In total, I spent my entire life. I went to 9 different schools, and 9 different schools. Or wait, no, sorry, that's a lie. It wasn't 9. It was 14. 14 different schools. That's how many schools I've been to. My bad. And in my last school that I went to, they had a desktop publishing and video and audio tech class. And so I took both of those classes. And in those classes, I slowly developed skills with Adobe Premiere and Adobe After Effects and Adobe, the Photoshop and stuff like that. And I really was drawn into this. It really sucked me in, and I really enjoyed doing a lot of it. And so I started my first YouTube channel, which please don't look it up. It is so bad. It is ungodly awful. It is rough. It's bad. It is a rough channel. It was a music channel, because I wanted to do music, because, I had a great appreciation for music and enjoyed making music. And so I posted songs that I made in fucking middle school. So they're a little rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. I just really enjoyed making the videos, and even though they are the crustiest videos you will ever see, they are things that I really enjoyed doing. And so that really delved me deep into the idea of making YouTube videos. And so I then proceeded to make a different channel and try and make YouTube videos off of that. And that at that point I had gotten a PlayStation. And I started recording some content and uploading it without any editing or anything like that, and they are arguably worse than the music. I'm really glad that those are all private videos because they were really bad. And eventually I actually ended up being homeless for about 6 months, couch surfing. And so I didn't really have any time to make YouTube videos, but then I got a really good job and I have been in that job since 2020 and got an apartment and started making gaming content for this channel about a year ago, in the grand old year of 2021, I believe. So in the grand old year of 2021, I wanted to make the same content that I made back when I was a kid. Gaming content, funny content, content that made people laugh, made people have fun, made you know, joyous content. And so I spent a good part of 6 months doing nothing but gaming content, uploading playthroughs of like Mass Effect, and in fact, that was the first video I uploaded, was first series of videos that I uploaded was the Mass Effect playthrough with minimal commentary.
Yeah, please log in to access your profile.
I've never played as a female shepherd. I'm gonna play as a female shepherd. It'll be my first female shepherd playthrough.
It was rough, I will admit. There was very little editing. I was really just kind of trying to put content out there to see what I could do. And then once I developed my skills and started, I downloaded an actual editing program and started developing better ways of editing and stuff. That's when I started posting more and more videos of reminiscent of those people and the content that they made.
Somewhere. Oh, that's from where? That's from where? Oh, he missed! Oh! Oh, bro.
And then eventually it got to the point to where making those videos are hard. They genuinely are difficult to make. It requires an immense amount of editing and an immense amount of work because of specifically adding subtitles. That was the bane of my existence. A 10-minute video took me like 20 hours to do strictly because of subtitles. And I also was doing this thing where I was over editing my videos. I was making them almost difficult to watch with how edited they were. And one day, out of the blue, I was feeling a little frisky. I decided to change up my content a little bit. And I decided to do a review of one of the games that I had played, which was the Mass Effect game, which I'm a huge fan of the Mass Effect franchise and genuinely enjoyed playing those games, so I thought I'd do a review of it. And so I did, and that was the first video I ever did that actually blew up, or I say blew up. I had 25 subscribers at the time, which I'm fairly certain were mostly just people that I knew. And it was the first video that I ever did that had more than 100 views, and actually grew my channel, because I went from 25 subscribers to like 35 subscribers. And that's when I realized review videos, they're in high demand. People want to know what people's opinions are. And so I decided to do a couple more reviews of video games that ended up doing garbage. They're a little rough, I will admit. And then I've always had a great appreciation for movies, and I saw the Puss in Boots death movie. I can't remember it off the top of my head. I saw that movie, and there was something about that movie that made me want to make a video about it. I genuinely wanted to get my opinion about the movie out into the public, and that was the first video that I ever made that genuinely blew up for my channel. I think it's over 11K views right now, and I was flabbergasted. I will admit, it blew me out of the water. I was like, oh, I have found what I can do that I enjoy doing that will bring other people joy. I still posted gaming content because people were still watching that, but it was like 3 people. But they were still watching that, but I started posting movie reviews as well. And the movie reviews were doing really, really good. Unless they were copywritten, then they weren't doing all that great. But I eventually found my niche. I eventually found the type of video that I liked to do. And I still want to do gaming and stuff, because gaming is something that I enjoy. I'm not to toot my own horn, but relatively good at it. So I've determined that the best way to provide the gaming content for those of you who watch gaming content is to live stream, because it allows me to give my raw, unfiltered opinions on games, as well as my rage, unedited, and it gives you guys the opportunity to watch those videos, but I'm able to also make review videos, which are things that I really enjoy, and reaction videos, which are also things that I really enjoy. And it also shows the growth of a channel, because I started off with low quality, very unedited gaming videos, and now I make movie and TV show reviews as well as reactions, which I'm kind of starting to shy away from a little bit, strictly because a lot of the times people want me to react to TV shows. And the problem with that is series tend to die down in views pretty dramatically. I have a show that I'm watching or going to watch for you guys. Somebody recommended it for me, and I'm going to check it out. By the way, if there's any show or movie that you want me to check out and do a review of or a reaction, I will do that. Just leave it down in the comments. And eventually, I plan on making it to where you have to do a poll and stuff. But that's neither here or there. And as this clock is ticking, I might as well sum this up. My name is Jay, and this is my channel. I hope you enjoy, and I hope that I can bring you laughter. I'm growing and making better content and learning. And I hope you join me along this journey, because in the long run, I want to get to know each and every one of you. Matt Pat, with his retirement video, greatly inspired me. That genuinely started to drive me. That's why I'm recording this video right after recording the Percy Jackson episode 3 and 4 review. I want to make content for you guys that you're going to enjoy, that you actively and unequivocally can consume, either as background noise or as something that you are able to do and not be bothered by it, I guess. And if you have any thoughts, let me know, and I will get back to you. So I guess it's time to end this video, and time to end my woe is me. This is my life. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.